let's just forget everything you've ever heard about getting older. Seriously. Today, we're going to break down a super practical guide to building real, functional strength after 50, and you can do it all right from your own home. We're going to cover why it's so important, how to get started safely, and even the exact moves you can begin with today.
So let's just tackle the biggest myth right out of the gate. So many of us are led to believe that after a certain age, getting weaker is, well, it's just part of the deal. That the ship has sailed on being strong. But what if that whole idea is just completely wrong?
Because it is. This isn't just wishful thinking. It's a hard fact, and it's backed by major health organizations like the CDC. They are absolutely crystal clear on this. Strength training is one of your best weapons to stay vital at any age. So the big takeaway here? No, it is not too late. In fact, it might just be the perfect time to get started.
Okay, so let's dig into the why. Why is this so important? What does building a little bit of muscle actually do for you at this stage in life? Well, let me tell you, the benefits go way, way beyond just being able to lift heavy things.
This is where it gets really incredible. I mean, just look at how strength training can directly tackle so many common health issues. If you've got arthritis, it can actually ease that pain and stiffness. For osteoporosis, it builds bone density, literally making your bones stronger. It helps manage diabetes, lowers your risk for heart disease, gives your metabolism a boost to help with weight, and strengthens your core to fight off back pain. This isn't just exercise, you know? This is like future-proofing your body.
And the changes aren't just physical, not at all. The mental and emotional boost is just as huge. Research shows that when you exercise regularly, you sleep better, you feel more confident, you just have a more positive outlook on life. It makes sense, right? When you feel physically strong, you start to feel mentally and emotionally strong too.
All right, so hopefully you're on board with the why. Now let's get into the how, because starting a new routine isn't just about moving your body. It's a mental journey first. So let's map out that path to making this a real, lasting habit.
You know what's great about this model is that it shows that change happens in stages. You're actually in step 1 right now, contemplation, just by being here and getting curious. The next step is preparation. That's when you plan things out. Then you jump into action, actually doing the work. And finally, you hit maintenance, where it just becomes a natural part of your life, something you just do. Seeing it laid out like this makes it feel so much more doable, doesn't it? Now, before we jump into a single exercise, we have to talk about something that is non-negotiable: safety. The whole point is to get stronger, not to get hurt. So let's just do a quick check-in to make sure you're ready to go. This is basically a simplified version of a standard readiness questionnaire. Just take a second and look these questions over. Now, if you answer yes to any of them, it doesn't mean you can't exercise. It just means you should have a quick chat with your doctor before you get started. They'll help you come up with a plan that's just right for you. If it's all no's, then you're probably good to go.
Okay, time to dive into the fun stuff. Let's get to the exercises. And we are going to start with the absolute foundation of all movement, your core. A strong core is just, well, it's essential for everything. Balance, posture, protecting your back, you name it.
I absolutely love this metaphor. I mean, think about it. A house with a shaky foundation is unstable, right? It's the exact same thing with your body. Every single thing you do, walking, reaching over your head, picking something up, it all starts from your core. When that's strong and stable, it makes everything else safer and easier.
So here's a fantastic and really safe exercise to start with. It's called the bird dog. As you can see, the secret here is control, not speed. When you extend your opposite arm and leg, your whole goal is to keep your back perfectly flat and your hips totally level. Here's a great mental trick. Imagine you have a full glass of water sitting on your lower back and you can't let it spill. This one move builds incredible stability.
All right, now that we've woken up the core, let's build out a full body routine. And the best part? You can do all of this with zero special equipment. Because let's be real, the best workout is the one you'll actually do. And that means making it as easy to get started as possible.
And this right here is the beauty of it all. You have options. So many exercises can be done either standing up or sitting down in a sturdy chair. Standing is great because it makes you work on your balance, but sitting is also a fantastic option because it lets you really focus on your form, and it's much easier on your joints. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's all about what feels best for your body on any given day.
Okay, this next one might just be one of the most practical and powerful exercises you can do. I mean, just think about how many times you sit down and stand up every single day. We're going to turn that simple motion into a powerhouse workout for your legs. So you'll start on the edge of the chair, lean forward, and push through your feet to stand up. Simple enough. But the real magic happens on the way back down.
And here it is.
This is the secret sauce. That trip back down to the chair needs to be incredibly slow. I want you to actually count it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fighting against gravity like that on the way down is what builds incredible muscle. So please don't just flop back into the chair. Control every single inch. That's where the strength is built.
Now let's talk upper body. Remember, simple is often best. An overhead press is amazing for shoulder strength. Think about putting something away on a high shelf. And bicep curls are great for carrying groceries or picking up the grandkids. You can start with just your own body weight or maybe some water bottles or light weights. The key is always smooth, controlled movements.
And we can't forget the back of the legs. For really balanced strength, hamstring curls are key. As you can see, you just hold on to a chair for a little support and focus on bringing your heel up toward your body nice and slow. It might look simple, but this move is so important for creating balanced leg strength and keeping your knees healthy.
So we've talked about the why, the how, and the what. Let's just pull it all together now and look at the big picture. Where's this all leading?
At the end of the day, I want you to remember this. We're not just talking about a workout. We are talking about independence. We're talking about having the energy to travel, the ability to carry your own bags, the strength to live your life exactly the way you want to. That is the real goal we're working toward here.
So now you have a clear path forward. You know why it matters, you know how to start safely, and you have some simple, effective exercises you can literally do right now. The only question left is the one on the screen. What's your first step going to be?